Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Everything Local. Today I'm joined by Ken from Carpet Town in West Pennant Hills. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Josh, for having me here today.
That's okay. Beautiful space here. I actually looked at this space when we were going to upgrade the office, but you stole it from us. So tell us, Carpet, how did you get into it? Tell us about the journey and where it's at today.
Yeah, like before opening this shop, I used to work for a different flooring company. So I was there for a couple of years. I learned what I had to learn. So I just moved on and I just did something for myself. So I'm here today.
Yeah. So only a couple of years working for someone and then you opened up your own?
Yes, like because when I was like 10 years old, I have always wanted to do my own business, but I never knew what it is. So I got the experience, I got the knowledge. I feel like I can work with people. So yeah.
Yeah. So 10 years old, like that's obviously a very young age for you to know what you want to do in terms of open up a business. Was that instilled in you from family? Like, is that you've been guided that way, or how did you learn that?
The funny thing is when I was 5 years old, I was acting 10. If I was 10, I was acting 15 years old. I've always had that ambition in my mind. Because my brothers, my mom, my dad, they've always supported me from behind.
Yeah. And do your family have their own businesses as well, or is that?
No, just me.
Just you?
Yeah, just me.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, and do your family work within your business as well, or do they have their own sort of gig that they do?
My brother does the carpet installation. Yes,
Okay.
he supports me installing the carpet. But I've got my brothers. They're just doing all the paperwork, all that behind the scene.
Yeah. Okay. So you're the face of the business,
Yes,
the good-looking one that goes out there, does all the quoting. Yeah. So, you're new to the area in the sense of opening up the business here. Why West Pennant Hills? Why did you decide to open up a business here?
So before here, I used to work in Castle Hill, so it's pretty close. I'm familiar with the culture. I'm familiar with the people. So location-wise, I was very excited. To be honest, about the location, I didn't really care. I just wanted to open a shop. So
Yeah.
I found this spot, cost-effective. So I was just, let's give it a crack.
Yeah. And you fitted it out really well. Like obviously on the podcast, they won't be able to see this, but you've got plenty of different carpet options. You've got lots of different flooring options literally on the floor, which I don't know, I've never been in a flooring shop before myself, but like it's a really cool idea. You can see it on the floor. You've got good natural lighting, so that also helps with choosing as well. In terms of the design and the layout here, is this something that you guys have put together in terms of
Yeah,
that?
so I've sat down, I've spoken to my brother. That's what we just came up with. Yeah. Like we never done it before, but as I said, it's our first shop. I don't know if it's good or not, but yeah, that's what.
You're still here, right? And the business is still open despite everything that's going on.
100%, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a phenomenal story. Like you know what you're doing, but you don't have a lot of an idea. You've never run a carpet business yourself, and you just make that leap to go and open up your own. Did you think it was going to fail, or?
Like you can't believe it, especially because the funny thing is we opened the shop 2-3 months ago during COVID. When you want to do something, there's always risk. You're scared of if it's going to work out or not. But if you don't risk it, you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
So you have to start from somewhere. But like we were positive about it. So to be honest, the business has been good. I'm planning to open one more shop soon.
Another one, okay.
Yeah, yes.
And you'll stay in this area, do you think, or you go a little bit further?
I leave the shop here and I'm planning to open one more shop in different like the suburb, different location.
Yeah. And is there a particular way that you go about choosing the area that you look in, or you just sort of look at what's available?
Like what's available and just what's the potential, of course I do my homework, but if I find a nicer spot, why not?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And so what keeps you motivated?
Like as I said before, when I was 10 years old, I've always dreaming having my, wearing that suit, driving a nice car. But I want to be a successful businessman.
Yeah.
So I feel like this can be a very good platform because I'm very young now. I work 7 days. Like I want to have a big organization one day. So that limit, that goal keeps me going. That gives me the motivation to work harder.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been motivated.
Yeah. And you want to own a big company with carpet, or are you thinking you're going to do something a bit different?
Yeah, carpet. I love flooring. Yes, carpet. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting, man. I love that. Like, you're so passionate about what you do. Like, nothing against flooring, but a lot of people don't really think too much about it. But you can see that you got a real passion for it, and it's when you think about it, it's a massive part of a house. Like, it's pretty much, it can really make or break the style of a property, right? Like, when someone calls you in to get advice on flooring, how do you work out what's going to suit best? Did you have a formula that you go off? Like, what's the goal there?
Yeah, so when someone brings me up, they need flooring. So what I do, just get their details, name, telephone number, address. So what I will do, I drive up there, I get different samples, different carpets, different flooring. So I will just, based on the budget, based like how long they want to live in the property. So I just go through the selections, through the carpet quality, color selections, because each carpet comes in different budget. So I just show them different qualities, different colors, and we just go from there.
Yeah, interesting. And have you always been, when you were at your last carpet place, were you doing the sales side of it as well?
Yes, sales.
Yep.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And what is it about sales that keeps you interested?
I just love closing the deals. I love working with people, like meeting different people from different background, from different religion. So with me, I always spend time with my clients. That's what I love, and I felt before opening this business, that's what motivated me, because I feel like I can work with people. So that's what I love about sales, just meeting different people, spending time with them, having breakfast, lunch, dinner with them.
You make it sound pretty easy, right?
Like, if you love what you do, it's easy.
Yeah, definitely. Because look, 7 days a week isn't easy. So your work ethic is phenomenal that you hear so often, and the fact that you've taken the leap to actually open up the business is phenomenal in itself. So how many people work within the business now? So it's yourself, your brother.
So at the moment, I've got myself, I've got my brother, but I've got contractors. They do my carpet installation, flooring installation, blinds, and so basically we are a group of 10 staff in here.
Yeah. And that's good. You got the contractors, so you don't have to rely on hiring people full time. So you have the ability to call on them whenever you need to, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what differentiates yourself from the competitors in terms of other carpet people?
Like, as I said, I want to be a big organization. Like, one day, like, I work 7 days. If a customer wants me to go there, measure up like 8-9 o'clock during night time, I just go drive up. Unfortunately, like these days, the clients, they don't get the service like they deserve. So with me, if my job is getting done tomorrow, I actually drive up there drive just to have a look what's happening. If they want anything extra for me, just to provide, stuff like that. As I said, stuff like that.
Yeah. So what's next for the business? So you obviously want to open up the next shop as well. What's your goal for the next sort of 4 to 5 years? Where do you see things?
Like, my plan is I want to open one store like each year. So 220 this one, next year one more. So 222 one more. So by 230 I want to have at least 10 shops. Yeah. In Sydney, and then if things works out, different states, Queensland, Victoria, why not?
Yeah. Massive aspirations, right? Which is good. Don't you? Like, you need to have that vision. How do you find it so you've got this vision, you've got these goals that you've set. How do you find when you don't achieve them?
Like, with me, like, as I said, I've got my brother, like, he's a very good friend of me. Even if I fail something, he still supports me. Like, even if you fail, you're going to learn from it. This is the big example, I never knew it's going to work out. Like, especially it's COVID. The business has been good because everyone stays home. They need kitchen, they need new flooring, they need new blinds. So before doing this, I was actually nervous. I was like, it's COVID. No one's going to spend money. But like, if I think about it, like, it's not gonna work out, then it's not gonna work out. So I have to be positive about it. I have to give that 100%. Then it's going to work out. Yeah.
So it's that sort of mantra that it's all within your two hands, right?
Yeah.
So if you go and work hard, good things are bound to happen. And as long as you're good to people, good things are bound to happen. I guess the challenging thing is on the journey, you find yourself, there's a lot of speed humps and there's a lot of points where you're going slower than what you would usually love to go. So what do you do when you miss business? So you go out and quote a job, you think you've got a good relationship with someone, you can't close the business there and they stop answering your calls, or they just, they go with someone else. How do you deal with that?
I'll be honest with you, my sales strike is probably 9 out of 10. So what I do, I work at a fair deal for them. Even if I don't get the business on that night, on that day. So what I did the next morning, I gave them a call. I said, look, what should I do to earn your business today? So basically, as I said, my strike is 9 out of 10. Even that one that I miss, you know, they might come back one day, you know.
Yeah, of course. So you basically just keep trying to close for the deal to see what you can do to try and win the business, right?
Because, you know, I love my job, you know, I know I'm going to help them out. On the other hand, I want to earn their business at the same time.
Of course. Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Look, it's a phenomenal business. You know, I met you for the first time, and you're obviously good at what you do. You're good in that sales environment. You're really, really good with people. But to take the plunge, open up your own business with not having a lot of experience in business, like knowing what you're doing around the carpet space, but you know, it's a phenomenal thing to come in here, deck out a space like this, and really go and give it a good crack. Is there any advice that you'd give to anyone else that's thinking of opening up, whether it's a carpet place or their own business?
Even like one of my friends called me just this morning. He said, I want to open a car wash, but I'm scared if it's going to work out or not. I said, mate, just look at me. I said, I was scared in the beginning. But as I said, as I mentioned before, if you're scared, you're just not going to get anywhere. Just, you know, try, see what you can do, and just, you know, leave it. Make sure you're motivated, you know, just not like, don't ever think about like making money. Just think about where you want to be. So if you love what you do, if you work hard, you know, just it will follow.
Yeah,
so,
all the good things will come.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. Well, mate, we appreciate you being on the podcast. If people want to find you, Google, which we were talking about before,
Google.
Facebook, Instagram,
yes.
you're on all of that stuff.
You know where to come in. You know where to get the flooring from.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, this is the new flooring space.
Yeah.
So pop down and see Ken and the team. And mate, look, I appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you very much, Josh, for giving me the opportunity to be here. Very happy, very proud to be here with you.
That's right, man. Thanks for doing everything you're doing and inspiring. So I'll catch you around soon.
No problem.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening to the Everything Local podcast with Josh Saliba. We really want to push the community and showcase the local businesses by providing them a platform to tell their story. Support these businesses by following the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you are a business or know of a business in the local area and would like to feature them on an episode, please contact Josh Saliba with the contacts provided in the show notes. Tune in next week for another episode of the Everything Local podcast.